I went out to work, left him with my mother. And I can remember a little east that my mother knew what time I was coming, so she used to wait at the gate, and he saw me coming round the corner. Rush up, David. I used to have to hide to get out the house in the morning to go to work, because he'd scream the place down. We was down, he working. Well, he had, first of all, the army, he didn't take him in the army, he was the ARP, Air Raid Precaution. So, but he carried on with his hairdressing, and his off days he used to work in Ealing. What's the name of that shop? I can't remember the name of the shop. As a hairdresser, he part-time. And that's when, while he was there, that's when he was looking for a shop to open in Ealing. Only the half shop it was. It was hard, because Grandpa Danny used to, he was in the ARP, he wasn't earning much. His off days, once he got some torches, got batch torches, stood in the gutter selling these to make a few bob. Another time he managed to get socks somewhere, and he stood in the gutter selling socks. And then sometimes he got an odd job in the hairdressing. Very tough it was, darling. Really tough. No parents to help us. And I was still working at Shepherd Tobias. But when of course, we gave up our house. We had a little house in Sonia Gardens, 3-bedroom house. It was a lovely little house, honestly. And we furnished it nicely. We had lovely furniture in the lounge. We had a walnut-backed 3-piece suite with leather seats. And Friday night used to be Ena. All Sammy's friends used to come round the evenings. I used to make cakes for them. Oh, honestly, things were so different in those days. Yeah. Go through a lot. We made a lot of history. In the same road, a bomb dropped. And funny enough, when Sammy was in the Middle East, because he came home, and he rushed out because of the corner of the road the bomb dropped, and he rescued a bloke out the house. And while he was in the army, he met the same bloke that he rescued from the house. They met again in overseas. This was in the corner of Warren Road, just off the North Circular Road, where my parents lived. Because we let our house. Oh, that was another story. We let our house during the war because Grandpa went into the ARP. He had to do something, and they couldn't go in the army because he had ulcer trouble. So we let the house, this family, Jewish family, and we couldn't get them out afterwards. We had terrible trouble. We had to take them to court because we wanted our house back. And we couldn't, so we took, I can't remember exactly, but we went to court, and the judge said, well, the only thing I can suggest is you share the house. Are you willing? Well, Grandpa said yes, because Dave was only about 3. It'll be annoying to look that bugger there, so they'll be glad to move out. So we agreed, yes, but they didn't agree. They weren't going to share the house. They're in it, and they're going to stay in it. So the judge gave us the option. We had the house. They made them go out. They made them go because they wouldn't share. That's how we got our house back again. There was only David then. Ian was born soon after. Well, there's not much difference between Ian and David, really. David's 60-ish now, and Ian must be, what, 50-something. And there's not much, there's only a couple of years between Ian and Andrew. Yeah. And there should have been another one after that, but I lost it. After Andrew. I remember the doctor saying to me, don't worry about it, it wasn't a girl. It was another boy. Reminded Daddy used to come home, when am I going to see a pair of knickers hanging up somewhere? I always see his pants. Oh dear, yeah. Yeah, but I'm not sorry. I'm not. Believe me, I've got nothing to go about my boys. Thank God, they're fantastic boys. No one could be luckier than I am. Yeah. When Dave was born, Everything was nice, lovely, comfortable. And we lived in 3 Sonia Gardens, I say, we got the house back. And we used to put David in the pram in the porch and leave him there, never worried about going out. We left him in the porch all day long, till he came in for. But today you can't leave a child in the porch.